This is Akashavani Mangaluru. Dear listeners, in today's Talk in English program, Dr. Balakrishna S. Maddodi, Associate Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Faculty of Geology, Manipal Institute of Technology, MIT, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Manipal, will now speak on the theme Ocean and Life.
In the beautiful earth, ocean is the heart, what we are able to see. The ocean is a body of salt water that covers approximately 70.8% of the earth and contains 97% of Earth's water. Atlantic, the biggest, which is the Pacific, Indian Ocean, Southern, and the smallest is the Arctic Ocean. The ocean is the primary component of the Earth's hydrosphere. Oceanographers split the ocean into vertical and horizontal zones based on physical and biological conditions. There are various zones in which the ocean can be classified. In one such zone, the photosynthesis occur where the plant and the microscopic algae, that is the free-floating phytoplanktons, use the light, water, carbon dioxide and nutrients to produce organic matter. Light can only penetrate a few hundred meters. The rest of the deeper ocean is cold and dark. The continental shelf is where the ocean meets the dry land. It is more shallow with a depth of few hundred meters or less, and the human activity often negative impact on the ecosystem within the continental shelf. Ocean temperature depends on the amount of solar radiation reaching the ocean surface. In the tropics, the surface temperature will rise to about 30 degrees centigrade. Near the poles, where sea ice forms, the temperature is equilibrium is about minus 2 degrees centigrade. The direct movement of seawater causes a force operating on the water, such as the temperature variation, temperature circulations, and the salinity change. Tides create tidal current in this beautiful ocean. We also should know the wind and the waves which cause the surface current. Ocean water contains a high concentration of dissolved gases which include oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen. This gas exchange occurs at the ocean surface and solubility depends on the temperature and the salinity of the water. Carbon dioxide concentration in the atmosphere rises due to the fossil fuel combustion which cause higher level in the ocean water, resulting ocean acidification. When you talk about the marine life in the ocean, life within the ocean evolved 3 billion years prior to the life on the land. Animals like combo jellies, echinoderms, octopus, crustaceans, crabs, lobster, fishes, sharks, whatnot. These are all the zooplanktons that contribute for the ocean life. At the same time, the phytoplanktons include seagrass, mangroves, algae, bacteria, prokaryotes, fungi. Marine life, sea life or ocean life is filled up with plants, animals and other microorganisms. A marine habitat is a habitat that supports marine life. A habitat is an ecological or environmental area inhabited by one or more living species. When you talk about the human uses of the ocean has linked to many human activity throughout the history. These activities serve a wide variety of purpose, including navigation and exploration, naval warfare, travel, shipping, trade, food productions, leisure, power generation, extractive industries, production of desalination. Many of the world's goods are moved by ship between the world's seaports. Large quantity of goods are transported across the ocean, especially across the Atlantic and round the Pacific Ocean. Oceans are also the major supply source for the fishing industry. The biggest global commercial fishery is tuna and also the Alaska's pollock. The ocean has a vast amount of energy carried by the ocean waves, tides, salinity, ocean temperature difference, and many more. Freedom of the sea is a principle in international law dating from the 17th century. It stresses freedom to navigate the ocean and disapproves of war fights in international water. Today, this concept is enshrined in the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. Human activities affect marine life and marine habitat through many negative influences such as marine pollution, including marine debris and the microplastic what we have contributed, overfishing, ocean acidification, and effect of climate change on ocean. Climate change is the biggest threat for the human habitat in this world. There are many effects of climate change on the ocean. One is increasing in-ocean temperature, more frequent marine heat waves, which are linked with this. The rising temperature contributes a rise in sea level. The rise in sea level will include with the ocean acidification, sea level decline, ocean stratification, reduction of oxygen level, and it is a continuous chain. The main cause of this climate change are due to the human emission of greenhouse gases. Ocean temperature stratification is a difference in temperature between the various layers of the oceans. Warmer water cannot contain the same amount of oxygen as cold water. As a result, oxygen from the ocean moves to the atmosphere with the increased thermal stratification may reduce the supply of oxygen from the surface water to the deeper waters. Marine pollution occurs when substances used by the human being such as industrial, agricultural, residential waste, particulates, noise, excess of carbon dioxide or invasive organism which enters the ocean and cause harmful effects there. Now the ocean are under threat. The marine plastic pollution is a type of marine pollutants which has contaminated the whole ocean. The marine debris is mainly discarded by the human rubbish which floats on or is suspended in the ocean. 8% of the marine debris is plastic, what you see in the ocean. Microplastics and nanoplastics result from the breakdown or photodegradation of plastic waste in surface water, river, or ocean. Overfishing is the removal of a species of fish from a body of water at a greater rate than the species can replenish its populations in a natural stage, resulting in the species becoming increasingly underpopulated in that area. Overfishing can occur in water bodies of any sizes, such as ponds, wetlands, rivers, lakes, or ocean, and can result in resource depletions. Now it is the time for protecting our oceans. Ocean protection serves to safeguard the ecosystem in the ocean upon which humans depend. One of the protective measures is the creation and enforcement of marine protected areas. Marine protections may need to be considered within a nation, regional, or at international contexts. If we are able to protect our ocean, the main achievement in the new possibility to create a marine protected area in the international waters. By doing so, the agreement what we are going to make in between the countries, so that can be taken into consideration, and the treaty along the world on the different principles where the protection of oceans will be national jurisdictions of the countries which are making ocean as one of the beautiful activity-based area. Ocean plays an important role in humans' activity. It provides climate regulation, foods, job, livelihood, and economic progress. Thus, we must work together to protect and save the ocean for the sake of survival of this planet. While our vast oceans have soaked up about 90% of the heat from the climate change so far, the surface average temperature has increased less than the air. There's a lot of warming left to go. By 2100, the top 2000 meters of the ocean are expected to see 2 to 6 times the warming felt so far. How can we protect our ocean? Conserve water, use less water so excess runoff and wastewater will not flow into our ocean. Reduce pollutants, reduce the waste, shop wisely, reduce vehicle pollution, use less energy, be a responsible person when you are utilizing the ocean species, practice safe boating. The ocean is our life support system. The ocean, which provides food, job and livelihood, will make our life better. Covering 72% of the earth and supplying half the oxygen, ocean has given life for more than 2 million species. That's why we call ocean is so important. We should be able to educate our kids to protect our ocean. What kids can do to see that the ocean will be the same ocean which is used by their forefathers. Educate them, tell them more about ocean and the marine life, keep local water clean, tell the kids not to litter, clean up the area where they are living, and see that the contaminants will not join the beach and the seawater. Turn the water off when you are not using the water during your daytime. Get your own reusable water bottle. Life in ocean is not explanatory word, so it is a word to be experienced. At a fundamental level, marine life affects the nature of the planet, and marine organisms, mostly the microorganisms, produce oxygen and sequesters carbon. What will be the ocean in 2030? If you have a imagination on the way in which we have contaminated the ocean, by 2030, ocean will experience a change more than one factors. Either it may be temperature, it may be a pH, or it may be a natural change. Hence, it's our responsibility to save ocean. Keeping the ocean pollution to a minimum is essential to our living status. The whole body of the salt water that covers nearly 3/4 of the earth should be prevented by the contaminants what is left out from the land to the oceans. Unsustainable human activities and the over-exploitation of natural resources are imperiling the ocean's biodiversity. Come together, we will save the ocean, protect the future, and leave the same ocean for the next generation to enjoy. We should come together, participate in awareness program, bring a regional sea awareness program, should be able to implement the acts and educate the people the different acts derived from the authority to protect ocean and the sea life. So if we are able to take care of this ocean blue, the ocean blue which will be able to take care of the life that is existing on this earth.
Dear listeners, you have just heard Dr. Balakrishna S. Maddodi speaking on the topic Ocean and Life. This talk came to you from the studios of Akashvani Mangaluru.